I guess the big story of the game was the three-point shooting. It came alive late, and even though you guys were struggling early, you guys still stuck in the game. So how do you guys feel your three-point shooting kind of got better as the game went on?
I feel like definitely as the game went on, our percentage got better, but in the early shots when we were missing, we got those long rebounds, and we had the opportunity to score more points on those offensive boards.
What's the mentality when you're struggling early on? Is it to keep shooting, or is it to rely more on just your paint presence and getting mid-range shots?
I would say definitely if we're struggling early on to shoot, definitely get to the basket, draw some fouls, and then build off that momentum and then shoot from behind the three.
In the first half, it didn't seem like they were doing anything special. It kind of seemed like self-inflicted wounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at the break, what was the conversation to kind of get over that hump and the early struggles?
Kind of just take care of the ball better and making that easy pass that we practice in practice and just play the way we play.
What do you think was the biggest factor today? Just, we talked about the three-point shooting already, but is there anything else you think kind of led to the struggles you guys had down the stretch?
I'm not sure. I just know that next time we got to come out and we got to want it more.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a tough one, and it was as advertised. You know, they're a very good basketball team and a great league, very well coached. We were ready. I guess I'll say we were prepared for their triangle and two, which is what really shut us down offensively. But we just didn't execute. And so, a good lesson for our young guys, we got to execute the plan. We got to stay together and play together. And then when we have, two really big factors on our team in foul trouble early throughout the entire second half, it really makes it tough, especially without Destiny Robinson. So we lost our ball handling. But, a great game for us to learn from, and I'm excited to move forward.
The triangle in too early, it still seemed like you guys were getting open shots and just not being able to hit them. How do you feel about the three-point shooting early on?
Yeah, I'm as at a loss. I think those are really, really good shots. And then we just got to find a way to knock them down. Our free throws as well. We were 8 for 15 from the free throw line. And we needed those to relieve a little bit of the pressure when we got there. So back to the drawing board on finding our rhythm offensively and to really working hard to out-team the other team.
Do you feel like the team got late in the shot clock a bit too much and that led to a bit more frantic play?
That's how they play. They get you late into the clock. They're going to pick on the guys they want to pick on. And I thought, largely we guarded okay. And then the fourth quarter, we got frustrated. We let our offense impact our defense, and then it got away from us.
What do you think was the main catalyst today as far as you guys not being able to? You guys came back in the fourth quarter, but then it as quickly just fell apart. What do you think was the main catalyst?
Yeah, we just weren't as connected as we need to be. We've got to play together. We've got to find a way to get connected and communicate on defense. And when we sub, whoever comes in has got to know what is going on out there. And there's just too many miscommunications on the defensive end, too many hands up, too much confusion. All we need to do is exactly what we practice.
Do you think that's just part of growing pains, though? Because you have a lot of new players, you have players in new roles trying to step up in kind of unfamiliar territory. So how much of that is just this game today, and how much of that is just growing pains?
I think it's one of those things like the standard is the standard, and the job is the job. And so whether you're a freshman or a fifth year, if you are on the floor, you have a responsibility to do your job. And so there are some growing pains that are going to occur, but to me, those are play after the play moments. Those are scramble situations. Those are advantage and disadvantage situations. Those aren't scripted situations where we practice. And so, like I said, I'm excited for us to move forward. We got an intelligent group. We got a talented group. We got to figure out how we're going to score the ball, and that's on me. I got to give us some better solutions that we understand in order to execute.